about you, but it's pretty rubbish being stuck at home at the moment, isn't it? Normally, I'd be teaching art to wonderful kiddies just like you. My goodness, I really do miss it at the moment. So, I thought, why not bring my crafty kids projects to you at home? Cool, hey? But I hear you thinking, and guess what? No art supplies? No worries, I got you covered. Head over to my blog for tips on how to make your very own art materials. How cool is that, hey? Every week, I'll bring you a new themed crafty project, plus loads of other cool how-tos on my blog page. So, what theme do we think it's going to be this week? It's Rainbow Week. I've got a joke for you. What do you find at the end of a rainbow? It's not a pot of gold. It's a W, of course. If you know how to spell it, you'll know that it's a W at the end of a rainbow, always. And on that terrible joke, it's time for week 2 of Made by Mini Makes. This week, it's Rainbow Week. I've been really admiring your beautiful rainbows that you spent so long making and displaying in your windows in honour of our amazing NHS and key workers. Wow, I'm just so impressed. So I thought, why not have a whole week celebrating our wonderfully kind and brave NHS workers and key workers? And gosh, we've been so busy with colour, getting it everywhere, including on myself. Probably more on me than actually went on to the art. Anyway, so over on our blog, we've had so much fun. We've made psychedelic and mystical sun catchers. We did a mini science experiment growing rainbows. And we made Rainbow of Hope necklaces. Did you make yours this week? Today though, in Made by Mini Makes, we'll be making these beautiful, colourful rainbow terrariums, complete with rainbow rice that you're going to make. And what we're going to do with them afterwards is display them in our windows, so it's a different kind of rainbow picture to celebrate our NHS and key workers, but still incredibly beautiful to look at. So I know, I'm babbling on and on and on, and you're thinking, come on, let's just get crafty. Come on then, kids. The first thing we need to do is make our colourful rainbow rice. So you'll need some rice, some bags, whether they're shopping bags, Ziploc bags, or just some sandwich bags. Fill your sandwich bag with about 3 to 5 spoonfuls of rice. Make sure that it's uncooked rice so that it's straight out of a packet. If you want to make more rice so that you've got some for another day, you can add up to about 10 spoonfuls of rice to your bag. The next thing you need to do is add some normal paint to your rice. I suggest adding about a tablespoon. You need to make sure that the paint is liquidy, so if you've got a thick acrylic paint, you might need to thin it down a bit. Next, flatten your bag down onto your surface and roll up the open end. With a piece of sellotape, you now need to stick down your open end that you've just folded over.
Make sure your sellotape is long enough so that it fits over the sides so that no rice escapes. Obviously, if you're using a Ziploc bag, then all you need to do is zip it up. And now the fun part. Squidge all your paint into your rice so that all your grains of rice are completely covered in paint. Once your bag looks a little bit like this, shake all the rice down to the bottom so that you've got the open end, or the sellotaped end I should say, nearest to you, and with a pair of scissors, snip it open. Take a piece of grease-proof paper or baking parchment, or even you could use cling film or tin foil. It's just something that the rice won't stick to. Empty the contents of the bag onto the sheet. Then with your fingers, break up all of the rice that might have got stuck together and spread it out across the sheet. Now simply leave to dry in a sunny or warm spot. Repeat the same exercise for all the other colours. Once all your coloured rice is dry, simply transfer it into separate pots. To make your toadstool, you simply need a champagne cork. If you don't have a champagne cork, you can always use a normal cork and then pop a plastic bottle top lid on top with a bit of glue. Then take in some white paint, paint the base bit of your toadstool. You may now want to leave it to dry in a sunny or warm spot before painting the top bit. To paint the top bit, just use some red paint and cover it completely. Now it's time to paint your spots. Using the same white paint, just add spots of varying shapes and sizes onto the top of your toadstool. Set your toadstool off to the side to dry until later. Now you need to decide the theme of your rainbow terrarium. It could be Lego, it could be fairies, it could be trolls, it could be your favourite pet. or even dinosaurs, aeroplanes, anything you like. Once you've decided your theme, take 2 lolly sticks, or whatever you've got, and some sharp scissors. You might need an adult to help you with this bit because sometimes this is quite tough. Snip off both ends of one of the lolly sticks. Then, approximately, cut them in half. It doesn't have to be exact. Mind your fingers with this bit though. With the other lolly stick, chop off one of the ends and then again cut it in half approximately. The end with the round bit on it is the bit that we want to keep. Now, taking some felt tips or some permanent markers, or you could even use paint, you're now going to create a rainbow effect. You could do zigzags, or stripes, or spots, whatever you like. Once you've added your colour, the next thing we're going to do is glue our other pieces of lolly stick to the top of our stick. Once you've finished your sign, now you can add your little message. Now it's time to start putting your rainbow terrarium together. Taking all the rice, one at a time, you're going to add them to your jar. Simply loosen them in the pot and then pour them into your jar. You may have to use your fingers just to spread them out a bit. Repeat with every single colour until you haven't got any colours left. Once you've added in all of your rice, you'll end up with layers of beautiful colours, like a rainbow. You have two options. Option 1, you can leave it like that, Or option 2, you might decide to make rainbow rice confetti. And all you need to do that is simply shake up your jar. Shake it really, really, really well. Then simply pour out some of the excess, taking it to about halfway full. The next exciting bit is to add all your lovely little bits that you've collected from around your house or around from outside. The first thing you need to do is create a little layer of what will look a bit like grass. I've used moss that I found from the base of a tree. You could use anything you like, such as leaves or just green tissue paper or green fabric, anything you have to hand. Pop in your toadstool. Add some stones. And add your figurine, whether it's a fairy, a unicorn, a Lego figurine, a dinosaur, anything you like. Then I got a lovely piece of driftwood, which is wood that has been washed up by the sea. But you might like to find a nice piece of wood from outside as well. And then last but not least, your important rainbow sign. And there you have it, your rainbow terrarium. Enjoy!